And welcome back to the Michael Cohen Show on our continued journey to 500,000 subscribers. Let's get there. So hit subscribe, watch, comment, and share, because this stupidity, I say it all the time, it's just got to stop. Speaking of stupidity, Caroline Leavitt stepped in it again, claiming at the latest briefing that we may never see the fall jobs reports. Why? Well, because of the shutdown. Now, minutes after she left the podium, the White House had to scramble and walk it back. Actually, September's report is coming. October's, well, maybe not. Total clown show. Nothing shy of a total clown show. Because then on Friday, Labor Secretary Laura Chavez DeRemer, she admitted that sometimes the data is too delayed to be accurate anyway. Play the clip.
Month of October, I mean, one could make the argument that the shutdown impacted October business. So, I mean, is that a moment in time, a look at what happened in October because things were shut down and companies couldn't get permits and IPOs couldn't go public and we couldn't do filings, et cetera, et cetera. That in and of itself dictated the economic activity of the month of October. And that was a slice in time. Does it change come November, December, January?
Yeah, you don't get that time back. That's exactly what I believe that you are saying. Sometimes it's too late to get accurate data points. And like I said, the household surveys were not able to be done, and businesses submitted the passive information. So is it a little too late? It's similar to the Fed a little too late on these interest rate drops. I'm looking forward to the December report on that they will again step up, as the president has oftentimes asked them to pay attention to. But again, because of the Democratic shutdown, we don't have that accurate data for them to make a good decision. But I believe that the Fed needs to cut the interest rates again in December to really prop up this economy that the president has been so forceful in by bringing the trillions of dollars, by the Department of Labor really looking at the skilled workforce. And now this is one more way for the Fed to help out the American people because of this Democratic shutdown. 43 days going on 44. This is detrimental to the markets and to the American people.
Wow, great word vomit there, considering didn't answer the question. Here's the bottom line. 70% of Americans believe that the shutdown is the fault of the Republican Party and Donald Trump. But what we were talking about there was the fall jobs reports. By the way, for the last 11 months, who's been in the Oval? Who's been in the Senate? Who's controlling the House of Representatives? Republican, Republican, Republican. The fact that you, Ms. Chavez, were unable to go ahead and to obtain the data that we all are entitled to see, that basically funnels what happens over there on Wall Street and creates obvious problems without it. Well, sure, that's on you. That's on this administration and nobody else. Now, on Political Beatdown, my co-host Ben Meiselas and I, we actually break down the real story, right, for Trump and his loyalists. The truth doesn't matter. Whatever the numbers say, they'll twist them. They're going to twist them into a victory lap for Trump, even if reality is screaming the opposite. Play the clip.
The White House should not be saying and should not be actualizing that the future job data and inflation data will never be reliable. So one thing that the market is reacting to right now,
uncertainty.
Caroline Leavitt yesterday, and I think we have this clip, Jeremy. Let's play this clip. It's Caroline Leavitt from a press conference saying that we will not get accurate financial data essentially ever again. And she's blaming the shutdown when in fact they fired all of these people at the Bureau of Labor Statistics before. They fired the commissioner. Let's play this clip.
Economists, investors, and policymakers at the Federal Reserve to receive critical government data. The Democrats may have permanently damaged the federal statistical system with October CPI and jobs reports likely never being released. And all of that economic data released will be permanently impaired, leaving our policymakers at the Fed flying blind at a critical period.
Stupid Caroline, be she, Young Jedi?
I mean, could you imagine?
Seriously, by the way, in all fairness, Sure, they blame Democrats for every single thing. They blame if, in fact, that it's cold outside, if the crops aren't growing well, it's all about the Democrats. Here's the crazy thing. Maybe the information wasn't 100% correct. Maybe it wasn't even 50% correct. But the market still had the data until it was ultimately resolved. Trump and this administration killed it. They nixed the entire group, so there is no information coming in, which again creates uncertainty. And to anybody that invests even $1 in the market or understands the market at all, the one thing that the market cannot contend with is uncertainty. Predictability is the key to the growth of our economy.
And here, Kevin Hassett, Trump's national economic advisor, who's basically made a career about being wrong on everything. Like Kevin Hassett.
Doesn't he look like Smiling Bob from the ED commercial?
Kevin Hassett does look like he could be in one of those commercials. Like I would mock it, but then we'll probably play an ad. It'll be you selling ED medications of one of our sponsors. So I'm not going to mock people who sell ED medications. Could you believe that? Can you believe that Kevin Hassett, this guy looks just like he's selling ED medication? We're going to take our first quick break of the show, and it's Cohen saying, you guys ever have issues getting hard, everybody? This is Michael Cohen, and you need...
Terrible Yoda.
This is this. Are you a man like me who can't get hard anymore? You need the best ED medication. This is what Kevin Hassett has to say here. Play this clip.
And the household survey wasn't conducted in October, so we're going to get half the employment report. We'll get the jobs part, but we won't get the unemployment rate, and that'll just be for 1 month. But yeah, it is true that we probably will maybe be able to concoct something, but we'll never actually know for sure what the unemployment rate was in October.
Okay, he says he's going to concoct something, which I guess goes a little bit with the ED tie-in. He's going to concoct something, Cohen. You never want your national economic advisor to say he's going to concoct something. Yeah, no. I mean, he looks like the neighbor in that Jim Carrey movie where everything was like a reality show.
Oh, the Truman Show.
The Truman, yeah. Like he just like, hey everybody, great to see ya. Things are going fantastic here. You want to hear from Caroline? Hey everybody, we've solved inflation. Do you want to see the golden ballroom that we're building? Here at Trump Inc., we're building the greatest triumphal arc. You all wanted that, didn't you?
Of course you wanted it.
Of course you wanted a triumph. When you said when we said that we were going to make America great again, we meant we were going to build triumphal arcs. One of the things that's freaking out.
And how about in light of all of the wonderful, incredible things that Trump has done for each and every one of you, we need to throw him another parade. It's a 6-month birthday parade. So he gets 2 birthdays a year. Whoopee!
And this time, instead of launching the ballistic missiles over the I-5 South, we're going to do it over Disneyland. That's what this.
You know why, Ben? Because it's a small world after all.
It absolutely is. And then I don't want to play the full clip of this. I don't want to play the full clip of this, Jeremy. But then it's a short clip anyway. Then you have like Lindsey Graham and these Republican senators building provisions into the continuing resolution that deprives 20 million Americans of their health care by basically pricing them out by taking away the ACA subsidies. They build in a special claim for United States senators only to sue the government so that taxpayers have to settle with them, that if their phone number appeared in special counsel Jack Smith's subpoena, every time their phone number appears, they weren't wiretapped, they weren't eavesdropped on, no one heard their calls, just if their number showed up. Each time they say that caused them emotional distress, where it will cost about $500,000 each time. I want you to watch Lindsey Graham say, of course I'm going to sue. Of course I want $1 million. Here, play this clip.
So
Will you be filing a lawsuit?
oh, definitely. And if you think I'm going to sell this thing for $1 million, no. I want to make it so painful no one ever does this again.
I just want to bring up something, right? As a former trial lawyer, that people like Lindsey Graham and all of them, they'd be for what's called like tort reform. They'd be like, there's way too much litigation taking place in this country. Eliminate all these plaintiffs' lawyers. But, you know, and there are some claims that I think get a little bit out there. But they basically, let's eliminate all lawsuits and litigation in general. So y'all just built in a claim, especially for senators. You made it retroactive. You've created your own statute of limitations in a continuing resolution where you're taking away health care from 20 million Americans, where Americans are now going to have to pay you $1 million because your phone number, just the digits, appeared in connection with a subpoena relating to the insurrection, and y'all don't see an issue with that. It's so flagrant and offensive, Cohen, that I just think
it's our fault. It's our fault. We, the American citizen, have more power than what we give ourselves credit for. We look to these idiots like Lindsey Graham as being, if this was the feudal system, the noble class. There is nothing noble about any of them. When you want to deprive 42 million Americans of food, 20 plus million Americans of health care, there is nothing noble about these individuals. Each and every one of them needs to be voted out of office. And that's why groups like here, Midas Touch Network, why it's so important, why I always talk about helping to grow the community. This piece of shit doesn't deserve to walk around the halls of the people's house. He doesn't deserve to wear the congressional pin as if he's something special, this fucking jerk off. How about sitting there and he gets a pension literally because he won one election. Everyone who wins one election, they get a pension for life. They have health care for life. Their health care is so much better than even the top health care system that you can buy for yourself. Government's health care for these assholes is better than anything on the free market. And so what? So what? They're going to go ahead. They're going to suck all the cash out from us. They have the right to insider trade and a whole bunch of other shit. And we're going to turn around and we're going to allow him to turn around and say, well, if your number shows up, then I'm suing and so on. Really? Who the fuck do they think that they are? They forget the fact that they work for us. We don't work for them. And that's the problem. And that's the message that we all have to keep yelling from the rooftops. You, motherfucker, work for us, not the other way around. Enough is enough.
I agree. It's crazy. I mean, it's just crazy stuff.
Hey, everyone. First of all, thanks for watching. I mean, we're going to be posting daily episodes with reactions and talking about politics. We'll be talking about everything, in fact. So please like and subscribe. Join us on this journey.